checking out Dangerville's new video. Apparently he always says almost a week ago. About 4 days ago he posted how Godzilla can fight Godzilla in the next film. How is that possible? Oh, one way to find out. Let's get to this video.
We have tons of new information on the MonsterVerse, thanks to the full release of Monsters Declassified, a series of graphic novel shorts aimed to fill in some gaps of lore left open in this fictional monster universe. The most exciting part of this being some potential hints at what to expect in the next big blockbuster, whether it's Godzilla x Kong 2 or a new standalone film. We're still unsure there, but regardless, we might just have been teased on the new threat in the upcoming film. And that's what this video is gonna be about. Something that could challenge all the Titans, yep, even Godzilla. Residents, subscribe and hit the bell if you haven't already, and let's get to it. Let's go to Tiamat's standalone comic. Now, we covered this in the past, but we didn't have any word bubbles to fill us in on the context of the story. Turns out that context had some big reveals. In that first video, I assumed this pink substance was blood or something along those lines that came from Tiamat after her battle with Godzilla, resulting in her bodily fluids being expelled across the local vicinity. And well, that theory was actually pretty spot on. Now, thanks to the word blurbs, we know that the remains of Tiamat contain a power unlike any seen yet in the MonsterVerse. Plain and simple, her blood shows no signs of decay, meaning even in death, her body is technically still alive. The comic claims that Monarch says that this is all due to the insane levels of power coming from the solar winds that we've seen Godzilla absorb and evolve from that we've seen in the recent movie. A type of energy that perhaps the Titans have never come across before, hence why they keep killing each other for it when they normally wouldn't. However, we have no evidence to support that the power has the same effect on all Titans, so there's still some debate around if Godzilla also gained this new regenerative power. So does this mean we're about to see zombie Titans in the MonsterVerse? Make sure to go watch Alistair's video if you want to hear more about that. Let me read to you all the bit of dialogue that this Monarch researcher has revealed. Tiamat has been around for ages. The evidence is right in front of our eyeballs. But the Tiamat that fought and died at Kvit-Toya, at least I think that's how you say that word, she was powered up. Monarch claims it was the intersection of solar winds at the location. Monarch's party line is that they're researching what those winds did to Tiamat and the king. You know that's only part of the story. I guarantee Monarch is looking at what else this power can do. With Tiamat defeated, Monarch has gotten an up-close and personal safer look at the area. I haven't been able to find much data from Monarch's testing of Tiamat's blood left at the site. What I have found shows its composition doesn't match samples from any other Titan. The cells are non-reactive to earth chemicals and metals. The most interesting test result, hold on to your butts, no detectable rate of decay. Monarch is most definitely looking at how to use the power to enhance other Titans. But there's a ton that Monarch isn't telling us. That's the real tip of the iceberg. What if, hear me out, what if Monarch is searching for a way to regenerate Titans? That's right, I'm talking about Titan resurrection. Is it a good idea to create zombie Titans? Hell no. Will things get out of hand? Hell yes. When has that ever stopped Monarch? Alright, so I know that was a bunch of different blurbs spread throughout the comic, but let's first focus on the part where it's explained that Monarch is looking to enhance Titans. That's what really has me excited. With Tiamat's immortal blood, Monarch may be aiming to produce a new substance that could heal a Titan from even fatal wounds. Something that would even the playing field against stronger alpha Titans like Godzilla. We already seen that Monarch was capable of creating formulas that can very clearly revitalize Titans and give them extra strength. Just look at Kong. And now with a substance that could in essence keep any Titan alive even if they are ripped to shreds and beheaded, humanity may finally be able to create a champion of their own that could put an end to any Titans they deem threats to human safety, which is becoming more and more of a prevalent issue in this MonsterVerse. If Monarch or some other mysterious entity chose to create and clone their own Super Titan, something that could happen in the lore now as cloning has already been around in this universe for years thanks to Apex's technology, then even Godzilla may not be safe. The only way to defeat Godzilla would be to outlast him, and a Titan that couldn't die would be able to keep fighting Godzilla long enough to drain him of his power and make him vulnerable. But this is Godzilla and he's now powered up, so it's not going to be easy either way. Which brings me to the highlight of this theory. What if Monarch, thanks to Tiamat's blood, uncovers a way of reviving already dead titans?
But
maybe even ones that are nothing more than bones at this point. What if, after decades, we finally got an actual ghost Godzilla? Well, maybe that storyline is better off left to the pages of the past, but hear me out. What if Dagon's bones were brought back to life? For the first time ever in Godzilla history, what if we got a true Godzilla vs. Godzilla in a live-action film? The fans are craving more Godzilla, so give them two and see what happens. It's a wild theory, but one with some legacy elements that if...
I'm about to go, me personally, I think what they said more spin-off films, more everything with Apple TV. Give us a backstory of the heart of and all the Godzillas. Give us a story type like MonsterVerse, the Great War, something like that. But we're in the studio, but Godzilla versus Godzilla, that Godzilla versus zombie Godzilla. Again, if it's Godzilla X Kong 2, then I'm cool with it. But I'm really hoping it's Godzilla 4. Because by the time this comes out, I believe it's like its 73rd or 4th anniversary. So I'm hoping so with him.
Continuing the trend of throwing in callbacks to the Godzilla franchise's past could actually be plausible. Some of you may remember Kiryu, a variant of Mechagodzilla from the old Toho days. This mech was made using the bones of the original Gojira, but that was Toho and well 30 years ago now. In the current MonsterVerse timeline, this approach to this concept could be our bioregeneration path instead of a mechanical beast, with a spirit inside of it. And like I said, we've never truly gotten Godzilla vs. Godzilla. The handful of times that this almost happened, the second Goji was always either Mechagodzilla in disguise, or in Kiryu's case, a spirit trapped in bones like I said earlier, somehow continuing to live on even after the afterlife. In the Godzilla animated series, Zilla Jr. eventually fought his father, the monster from the live-action movie. And this would be the closest comparison to my theory you could find, I think. Although yet again using mechanical and cyber elements to reanimate the corpse, not actually bringing the dead body back to fully living status. Of course, with Toho seemingly not wanting the MonsterVerse to mention Dagon again, or at least Godzilla as a species, I'm not quite sure if this can happen. Even if it should, with the context of how this franchise's story may be headed forward and what we've seen in the past. You can't...
Pause again. Toho, you got to like if there's like you can do a story, why not do a story like we all know all the Kong species is alive? Why not confirm that all the Godzilla species is alive? I mean, all we know, there could be what if a destroyer trap all the Godzillas? Or what if a Kong, a older Kong, older than Skull King himself, trap all the Godzillas? That's a good idea.
Just retcon what's already been shown in a movie, I don't think. But truly think about this theory. If Godzilla is the strongest titan of all, and a large portion of the human populace are now more than tired of the King of the Monsters being a part of this insane amount of destruction and devastation, and with this now implied regeneration science possibly capable of bringing a beast back from the afterlife, I could see someone or some entity deciding to fight fire with fire. Just picture in your minds, everyone, how Godzilla would react if he saw a reanimated Dagon, after thinking he was the last of his kind for as long as he can remember by this point. But the G-Man isn't quite the family man like Kong, but I'd predict there would still be a moment where Godzilla would likely hesitate in attacking something that so closely looks like him. We already seen how he took it kinda easy on Shimo, and once he realized that this wasn't Dagon, but a reanimated Frankenstein-like version of him, augmented with all sorts of enhancements, including this regenerative technology, his enemy would likely get the upper hand, at least at the get-go in the fight. So everyone, go ahead and tell me, would you rather see a clone Titan, augmented and juiced up to take on and destroy the world of Titans, to make mankind back on top? Or would you like to see a Titan like Dagon brought back from the afterlife to challenge Godzilla for his throne? Both are relatively dark theories, where humanity has had enough of the Titans and now are united to put an end to these horrible events where thousands of lives and trillions of dollars are being lost. Until we hear otherwise from the MonsterVerse creators, all signs point to humans still being the main villain in the next MonsterVerse story in my eyes. But remember everyone, these are just theories for fun and nothing official has been said by Legendary. But there is actually a lot of evidence to support this both from the past and in current times with this Monster Declassified series. At the end of the day, it would baffle me if these comics were made with zero intent on teasing the future of the MonsterVerse.
I mean, the books
Everyone, if you
will
enjoyed this
technically
video,
tease
feel
a few
free to smack
features
that
of the
like button,
MonsterVerse.
do it
I
for
mean,
Godzilla, do it for Kong, and you guys go enjoy the rest of your day.
some of them, I mean,
I'll
the
see you in
muscles.
the next one.
Alright, that was the end of the video. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't mind seeing the other Godzilla come back to challenge Godzilla. But with everything going on now, I think when Godzilla shot his beam in his atomic weapon in the sky to quell up the Shimo storm, I have a feeling that we could be getting in a space Godzilla. Now, granted, the rumor is that the story is darker. It's a darker tone. For the next MonsterVerse film. Now, what could I make? Cause Kong, I don't know. Can you make a darker tone movie of Kong? Cause he's like a human like figure character actually. As I has the same emotions as a human. Like I said, it doesn't. I don't know, the way it's sounding, it's looking to be a solo film of this Godzilla. I'm really hoping it's a solo film. And like have Adam come back in 2031 to drop the final sequel to Godzilla X Kong. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I mean, but yeah, again, I really don't want to see Godzilla with Sami Godzilla, because that would just be like, what the fuck are we doing like that? But make sure to subscribe button, hit the like button. I'll see you guys next time.